It sounds like a mechanism has been triggered, but I cannot see any changes. The mechanism in the bookshelf has opened the flap, but there is nothing in there. Strange. Very, very strange. Wow, that was close. I managed to survive an assassination attempt in my father's apartment and the guys from the Secret Service, only to be almost killed by a picture. Life can be strange, can't it? What sort of strange lock is that? If I understand this correctly, I should try turning all the lights off. If I understand this correctly, done. Hopefully the contents are worth the effort and I eventually get to find out where Daddy is. Loads and loads of documents. This damn list of personnel has to be somewhere around. Here. It is definitely divided up into scientists, military, and Secret Service. It lists more than 100 names in the train alone and well over 1,000 in the research station. What exactly are they all doing? Whatever it is, I've got to find out if Daddy is on board the train. Well then, let's see. After some of the names, there is a cross. Are they all dead? I can only hope that the marks have another meaning. Daddy's not on the list, though. Not on the train and not at the research station either. Does that calm me down or worry me? At least they haven't dragged him off to Russia, but therefore my only good lead has cooled right down. I'll have to look at the other documents. Who knows? It might help a little further. Here is a file with the title Tunguska Project. I ought to have a look at that. A whole load of formulae and loads of scientific stuff. I'll be old before I understand that. What? What's that? There is something written here about a Kalenkov report. It really does seem to be from Daddy. He proved in 1976 that the object found in the Tunguska region is of alien origin. On the strength of this report, the government gave the green light to the extension of the research station to carry out experiments on the fragment without any public interference. These experiments led to the discovery that it was possible to influence the behavior of animals when certain radiation fields are modified by the fragment. After that, the Tunguska project was called into life to improve the technology. Then there are pages and pages of test results. They must have done thousands of experiments on animals. Only, what is the goal? What are they promising themselves? Does it have any military use?
Oh, hello, Oleg. I hope you have good news. What? And Nina? Is she okay? Damn it, how could that have happened? I thought you were gonna keep an eye on her. No, I don't want to calm down. I made that mistake once already, and the result... Yeah, okay. Where exactly? Okay, I'm on my way.
So, if Sergei's information is correct, then this would have to be the military hospital where they brought Nina.
I hope Nina is all right. How could a complete train derail?
They think it was an attack. But for now, we should not care about that. You have to get Nina out of there.
Who, me?
Yes. Alone you have a better chance of not being discovered. It was a miracle that we got this far without problems. I mean, I gave the research station an extra wide berth. But this close to it, I almost counted on being caught by the military.
Okay, and so now, how do I get in there?
Start thinking.
Great, but thanks a lot anyway for the lift here. Without you, I would never have found it.
No problem. It was a pleasure. You were pretty worried about Nina, aren't you?
Yes, hopefully nothing has happened to her.
You really like her, don't you?
Yes. Nothing that wonderful has ever happened to me before.
Hey, wake up, boy. You can dream after you get Nina out of there.
Yes, you're right.
So, let's move. We don't have a lot of time. I'll wait here in case you need help somehow. Oh, don't forget, Nina has been traveling under the name of Pakova and probably has been admitted under that name. And now, good luck.
Thanks. I will probably need it too. I don't like him much, but nevertheless he is helping us. A shopping bag made of cloth. There are small red berries hanging on that bush. My doctor always said I should eat more fruit. Well, maybe picking more fruit is a good start. It seems pretty spooky, more like a haunted castle. I should get Nina out of there as quick as I can. An intercom system. I always thought that such deserted regions didn't have electricity.
Yeah?
What do I say now? Hello, I'm taking a vacation in the area and just happened to come by here. It looks wonderful. Is it very old, Shirley? Can I have a bit of a closer look at the house, please?
What?
I'm a great fan of buildings and architecture out of the Tsar period.
Otherwise, everything's still okay, right? This is a hospital, not a museum.
That doesn't matter. I only want to have a look at it. I won't need very long. There aren't very many interesting buildings around here for a tourist.
It's not my fault you wanted to spend your vacation in the sticks. In any case, you can't come in here unless you're a doctor or about to die. Now leave me alone. I want to finish watching the soccer game.
He switched off the intercom. All that stuff about the architecture tourist does not belong among my best ideas. I'll have to remember for the next time I'm in such a situation that art does not bring me very far. It's locked. It must be electric because it doesn't have a keyhole. It really seems to be an ambulance. The writing on it is in Russian. I can't read it, but there's a phone number next to it. 03112. Her cell phone is off. I just tried it a moment ago. Luring the ambulance out may be a good idea, but I need a plausible reason for them to come out. Now I've got a carrier bag full of holes and horrible red stains. Here, tie this around the hand with the missing fingers. Maybe we can fool the medic into thinking you've only just lost them, if he doesn't look too closely. I hope my plan works. Hello. My friend is badly hurt. I think he's lost a couple of fingers. Yes, I'm standing here at the bus stop in front of the hospital. Please, send someone out quickly. I think he's bleeding to death. Yes, but please, hurry. I now only hope that Oleg's acting qualities are sufficient enough to convince the ambulance driver of his story. Well, now I'm in the courtyard. Now I just have to find Nina. The lamp illuminates the cellar entrance. Empty syringes, soiled bandages, and a finger. I wonder if Oleg would... No, I'd better not. I'd rather not think about whose guts have been removed with these. Something is casting these shadows. Something very, very close. It seems to be a sewage pipe. It runs into the top floor. Locked. Hardly the newest model, but it fulfills its purpose. It doesn't look like a typical ambulance, more like a military vehicle. But what is it doing this far away from civilization? Don't believe that just walking in is a good idea. There's a key in the lamp. It's a strange hiding place, but better than putting it under the doormat. Because of the heat of the lamp, this key is really hot. I don't really want to touch it with my bare hands. It should work with that. The key out of the lamp. Do I have 3 wishes to be fulfilled? It fits. And into the lion's den. Hopefully no one's in the cellar. A dictation machine. Maybe there's a recording of Nina on it.
Patient 1835, severe psychological and neural problems, currently in a coma. During the observation period, the patient exhibited symptoms such as optical and acoustic hallucinations, reflexive muscle contractions, and incontinence. Patient also exhibited psychogenic reactions, temporary amnesia, partial facial paralysis, and spots in front of the eyes. Damage to the temporal lobe caused by external influences, fracture of the right wrist, various contusions, and hematomas in the area of the head and arms. Apart from some of the external injuries, the patient exhibits similar symptoms as the other patients. The report must be completed as soon as possible and faxed to Moscow.
Damn, the batteries are running right down. That sounds terrible. What does "as with the other patients" mean? Does it mean that these behavioral and consciousness problems appear on a lot of people? If yes, why? What is the cause? I'll have to tell Nina about that, because something here is not right. I don't know what it is, but I definitely don't like it. Not at all. There's a whole load of medicines and chemical stuff in it. The labels on these bottles are all printed with chemical formulas. As long as I don't know what is in there, I'll leave them where they are. There are medical records in here, all sorted alphabetically. Maybe I can find out what they did to Nina. K, Koch, Kyo, Cam. No records on Nina. Wait, Oleg said she was traveling under a false name, something with P. Perkova. So let's have a look. P. Pow. Perez. Perez Manuel. Wasn't he the one who went on the Tunguska expedition with Nina's father? And he was here too? That's very interesting. I should have a look at that. If my rudimentary medical knowledge isn't fooling me, there's something here about extreme behavioral and consciousness disturbances. Perez's behavior obviously showed such strange symptoms unrecorded in any known illness. That was ages ago. In the meantime, research should have... It looks like they tried to find out about the illness by carrying out experiments on him. Through the cranium without an anesthetic. That's ghastly. Electroshocks, straitjacket, shock therapy. That reads like a torture report out of the Middle Ages. But the poor guy seems to have survived it. Then, a few weeks ago, he was sent back to his home country after an application from a certain Dr. Nicole Charlois to a small suburb of San Cristobal west of Havana. It looks like he obviously resisted so violently that they had to give him the double doses of phenylcyclidine piperidine. I believe that sedative has been forbidden for a while now. That's strange. Perez has been here for almost 30 years, and suddenly they're shipping him off to Cuba? And Nina's father disappears without a trace shortly thereafter. I would be astonished if there wasn't a connection. But what could it be? If I'm not mistaken, one of these bottles contains that stuff Perez was sedated with in it. I still can't identify the rest. It's probably broken, and that's why it's just sitting here. Still appears to be new and unused. I'll have to be careful not to touch the needle. The bucket is full of blood. I think I'm gonna throw up. Conditions like these would cause hospitals to shut down completely. At least I hope so. I don't really want to find out who or what is lying underneath it and where all these stains come from. Luckily, it can't be Nina. The person or thing is far too small.